Okay, I am making this video specifically for Candy Can Make It. But if you're a woman and you are interested in looking good, feeling good, living longer, yet healthier, please pay attention because this is super important. And I first want to preface this with whatever I tell you guys is based on the most recent relevant research available. But before I even got into the medical field, I was doing calf raises on a phone book in my garage in the 70s. No comments, don't do that math because that'll tell you how old I am. Anyway, Candy was asking me, well, how do you build muscle? She's doing machines at the gym. And oh my God, guys, I could get on a stage and talk to you about this for 3 hours nonstop, non-scripted. And it's such a passion of mine because I have been in the gym lifting weights, teaching people how to lift weights. I started all of this as a personal trainer so long ago. I've worked in big box gyms. I've personal trained out of the trunk of my car, and I've worked in personal training studios. And the questions I see are across the board exactly the same. I don't care if it's a young woman, an older woman, a woman that has experience in the gym, meaning she's been there for a long time, but she's not getting results. And it doesn't matter if it was 30 years ago, and it doesn't matter if it was yesterday. They all ask the same question, and that's, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not getting anywhere. Or I'm doing this, and I want to gain muscle, and I'm not. What am I doing wrong? Just like healthcare, or just like your health issue, it's not one thing. But to keep the video at a moderate length while still being informative, first and foremost, now I don't know which is first. I'm going to give you two things that are absolutely non-negotiable if you're a woman and you're trying to build muscle. And I don't care how old you are. You can be 60 or 70, and yes, you can still gain muscle. The process to do that could be a little longer, but it's the same process as if you're 25 versus 75. It's just there are certain things that work differently when you're older and your body is less responsive to muscle building when you're older. That's why if you are older, you better fight, scratch, and claw to hold on to every ounce of muscle that you have, because that is the single most predictor of longevity in women is muscle. And this is not my opinion. This is fact based on physiology. Look it up. You have exactly the same resources that I do. I don't have any secret squirrel libraries that I go look stuff up on. But I'm telling you, this is physiology. First and foremost, you as a human, you are made up of proteins, short chain amino acids. Strung together, they make up proteins. You are made up of proteins. If you are not eating enough protein, you will not build muscle, because what is muscle made from? Protein. As a general rule of thumb, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Let me repeat that. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And we can go into proteins being complete or incomplete. Let's put that aside for a minute. Just wrap your brain around this concept. 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you're 150 pounds, shoot for at least 100 grams of protein a day, closer to 150. The second thing, and again, I don't know which is first. If you are standing in the corner of the women's section of the gym and you are lifting 2-pound peak weights for 100 reps, or you're sitting on a machine, let's say you're sitting on a machine, your arms are draped over, you want to build your biceps, the back of your arms are on the pad, and you're resting this muscle on the pad, and you're doing a bicep curl. The only thing that's moving, it's in isolation, but this is your bicep. That's it. Why would you do that? I'm going to explain why you wouldn't do that. When you are standing, when you're standing up, you're doing a bicep curl with a barbell or dumbbells, your whole body, everything is stabilized. Your back, your butt, your shoulders, your core, everything is stabilized. So you're burning more calories, you're recruiting more muscle fibers in your entire body to do one exercise, versus you're sitting down, your arms are over a machine, resting on a pad, nothing is engaged, nothing is tight. You're getting far less recruitment from every single thing in your body, including your biceps. And there's something called hormetic stress, meaning, layman's terms, this is the good stress that your body needs to adapt and grow. So certain forms of stress, exercise stress, are good. You have to force your body into that hormetic stress response by challenging it. If you're sitting in a chair after you've been at work all day, sitting in a chair, what good is going to a gym, Candy, using a machine, throwing your arms over it, and while you're doing the exercise, you're thinking about, okay, what do I got to get at the grocery store? No. You have to provide your body hormetic stress so it adapts to the stimulus that you're providing it. This is not stimulus. This is stimulus. Stand up, tighten everything. Think about the mind-muscle connection. For now, Candy, that is why you should not use machines. If you're a beginner and you've never done one exercise ever in a gym, machines are not a bad idea to start. You want to get your body familiar with the movement patterns. You want to entrain somewhat proper movement patterns without trashing your body. But at some point, you need to transition to free weights and to lunges and to core stimulating and stabilization exercises that will really challenge your body and provide that hormetic stress that's going to force your body to adapt and change and grow muscle. You cannot sit in a machine. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're doing with those or not. That's not terrible. Doing a pull down for your back. But if you're sitting you sit all day long, you sit in the car, you sit when you get home, why would you go to the gym and sit? No, you wouldn't. You're not forcing your body into that to provide you that hormetic stress response that's going to yield you results. That's why standing in a corner or sitting in a machine, standing in a corner lifting 2-pound peak weights for 300 reps does nothing. It'll force your muscles to adapt to endurance, and it'll increase the amount of time over time that you can do 10 reps easily, 20 reps, 100 reps easily. That will extend, but that does nothing for muscle building and longevity. If you're a woman, guys too, but I'm speaking to women today, mostly for Candy, And all of you women out there that want to be strong and fit and look like Thunder in a bikini, even if you don't want to look like Thunder in a bikini, you want to feel like it. I don't care if you're 10 or you're 100. It's not about how you look unless you want it to be. It's about how you feel. And every woman, guarantee you, wants to feel like they're Thunder in a freaking bikini. Hence the name of this channel. Ladies, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Lift heavy. Lift heavy. Not in the corner, 2 pound peak weights for 100 reps. And you have to provide progressive overload. If you have dumbbells in your hand and you're standing up and you're doing, let's say hypothetically, 10 pounds in each hand, in a week or two, you better be upping that to 12 and then to 15 and then to 17 and a half and so on and so forth. That's the hormetic stress response that I'm speaking about. Whatever you start with, just like hormone replacement therapy, it's, I know that's a crazy analogy, but it's true. Whatever you start with is not going to be what you end with. How many minutes am I at? 11. I got to go. Whatever you start with is not going to be what you end with. If you start with 10 pounds, always strive to go more and to go more. And if it's 10 pounds and you're standing up and you're doing a bicep curl or you're doing a bent over row for back or walking lunges or whatever weight you start with, choose a weight that will allow you to do 8 to 10 reps. That's it, 8 to 10. When that becomes easy, and you're like, oh, this is no big deal. I can do this all day long. Time to move up. Remember, you always are striving for that hormetic stress response that's going to force your body to adapt, or grow and then adapt, grow and adapt, grow and adapt. That's how you increase your longevity. That's how you get healthier. That's how you change your blood work. That's how you fix your metabolic instability. That's how you fix all of these things that are going on with everybody that I see every day, and I talk to you every day. This is how you fix it. 1 gram per pound of body weight, lift heavy stuff. I hope you found this helpful. And adopt, don't shop, please. Many, many, many dogs out there that need your help, love, and your kindness. I'll see you guys soon.